Welcome back to Let's Play Sundog Frozen Legacy. I'm Big Los, and I picked up more control nodes. There's 3 there in the ship's locker, and the pod is just full of them. So now we're going to make our way to Woremed or Woremed. I think I missed an E there when I spelled it out earlier. Yeah, Woremed. Woremed? Wormed? I don't know. I'm just gonna stick with wormed. Easier. Now I set the warp to that system before I lift it off. That way it saves time charging up the engines. And now these planets, they actually move around the star like in real life. So you gotta see where they are when you set your warp point. So I guess that warp point's the closest, so I'm gonna set it to go over there. Now, when you start moving, that counter in the upper right, it's gonna go up to 100, and that means the percentage chance of success of a warp. So the closer you are to a planet, the lower that number is, meaning the lower success if you do the warp. Now, I like to get it up to around maybe like 80%, because 80% success rate is not bad, actually. That's when I like to take my chances. So when it gets to about 80, I'm gonna click on Do Warp, and then your minds will be officially blown. Here it comes. Oh, yeah. Okay, now I apologize to everyone who just saw that. Especially everyone who originally played this on an Atari ST, a real one. Because the sound effects aren't exactly what they were. It's because the emulator. Now I'm just gonna sleep a little bit to speed up the sublight to the planet. So all I have to do is just sleep, and the counter goes up a minute, and here we are. Now we're landing. Really saves on time, especially when you're making a video with a time crunch. Anyways, I like to go back and say, yes, I apologize. This emulator is making the sound effects seem not the same as I remember them. And when I play it on other emulators, even though the game is unplayable, the sound effects are exactly how I remember them from like 25 years ago. Alright, so now we're here. Now we're going to take some control nodes and we're going to sell them. And there's 3 aspects to each system. There's one of them is the law aspect. Now, some systems have a low rating on the law, some systems have a higher rating on the law. Where we came from was pretty high on the rating on the law. This system has a pretty low rating on the law, meaning you can get lots of illegal goods here, but you're also more likely to get mugged, and there's more likely to be pirates. So, after parking the car in the parking lot is the only safe place to park. Do not park on the street. Then we go to, I guess it was like a little snail shell shaped building, round mound shaped building. That's the bar, and then you go to the bartender and you tell him, I want to sell the control node, and then he sends you to the booth to sell them. Now this pyramid right next to it, this is an arms shop. This is where you can get the scattergun. The scattergun is a way better weapon than the Stinger. The Stinger has unlimited uses. Scatterguns have 7 shots, but they're way more powerful, more likely to kill someone. Plus, if you buy a lot of them and then you go to, let's say, the glory system. No, I'm not going to spare 26. It's a racket. Oh, looks like I'm going to have to go back to the ship because I don't have any room to manipulate all the stuff in my inventory. Anyways, like I was saying, if you go to the glory system with the scatterguns, they have a very high law rating. So illegal goods are hard to get, but if you sell illegal goods there, you get a lot of money for them. Now, there's other illegal goods that you can buy here that you can't buy in other systems, like ship parts, like a ground scanner, and we're definitely going to want to get a ground scanner after I sell these control nodes right here. Actually, you know what? I think it's probably easier just to walk there. It's probably the same distance from that parking lot. I might as well just walk there from the ship, yeah. Okay, it's still another control node. But yeah, there's like a ground scanner that I'm going to want to buy. That's going to allow me to land at other cities that don't have starports, but I have to install that ground scanner as a ship part. But I don't want to keep it there because if I get damaged in battle, these expensive parts are going to be the first to go. Okay, now I'm going to buy this ale, or this beer. And I'm going to try a trick. I'm not sure if it's going to work or not. This trick is if you offer to sell something, and then you accept, but then you give him the ale, it'll take the ale, and then you get the full amount. But it looks like it's not working here. I think it only works for really expensive parts, like illegal parts. Oh well. Maybe I'll try it again later. Care to chat? Let's see. Yeah. New around here? Yeah. A regular scanner? No, I don't want to pay that much. 1530? No. Could probably get a better price on Jondd, the planet I was at earlier. Okay, this planet is called Woremed. You probably saw it when we were flying here. Yeah, I want to buy a scattergun. Yeah, this planet is called Woremed. And the city that we're in is called Sheshco. And most planets have multiple cities on each planet. Some planets only have one city. Some systems will have one planet. I think there might be like one system that has one planet with exactly one city, so it's really not a lot to see. But there are multiple cities on this planet. Oh yeah, see that parking space next to the bar? Do not park there. I mean, you can park there. If you park on the street and you come back, you're going to get like a boot, and you have to pay the bank to remove it. But if you park like in the designated parking spot and you have stuff in your pod, when you come back, your pod will have been broken into and have all the stuff stolen. It's like when I went to a baseball game in Oakland. I parked on the street instead of in the lot. I came back, I had my window smashed and a bunch of electronic devices taken. The worth of all the devices taken wasn't even close to how much the window was that was broken. You know, so now I just, whenever I go back there now, I always park at the lot. Yes, I want to buy a ground scanner. Definitely. Now that I have enough money for it. Well, I hope so. Yes, buy a ground scanner. 10,000, yeah, I think I got a pretty good deal. Sometimes they try to sell them for 14,000. Yeah, let's sell this last control node. Anyways, the funny thing is when I tried to report that my car was broken into to the Oakland PD, they told me that it would take like 6 hours to get a police officer, and that if I wanted to file a police report, I'd have to do it on the internet. It was like some bad science fiction movie. Seriously. But yeah, let's get the scattergun, go back to the ship, and I think we might be coming up to the end of the video, so after I put all this stuff back, I'm going to go and sell the rest of my control nodes. So this is Big Low signing off, and have a nice day.